One of the things that we've been watching and covering for the last few weeks is this Never Trump movement or forces or whatever you want to call them, people who say that Donald Trump has to be stopped. So let's bring in David Chalian, our political director, who's looking at the exit polls. David, in terms of the people who turned out to vote in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Connecticut, the three states that we projected Donald Trump won or will win, how many of them went out to vote for a candidate, and how many of them were voting against a candidate primarily?
Yeah, it's a measure that we look at in a lot of these states that we've had primaries and caucuses in. Tonight, you're going to see that the Never Trump, Stop Trump movement just doesn't have a ton of traction in these states tonight. In Pennsylvania, look at this, 77% of Republican primary voters were there to vote for their candidate. Only 20% said they were there to vote against his opponents. If you look at Connecticut, similar results, 72%. Voting for your candidate was the main motivation. Voting against your candidate's opponents, 25% said that's why they voted the way they did. And in Maryland, similar, 74% voting for your candidate, 24% voting against his opponents.
So a big turnout, David Chalian, when it comes to people, Dana Bash, voting defensively against somebody as opposed to voting for somebody enthusiastically.
That's right. And, you know, sort of in theory, you would think that, as you were saying, that this is bad news for the Never Trump movement, because their whole motivation is that people are so upset about the prospect of Donald Trump and that they're supporting other people. I talked